Hello, everyone. My name is Ethan, and I'm here with,
Victoria.
and we are both members of the 2026 Summit. And we're here for a double interview. So I'm going to ask Victoria questions, and Victoria is going to ask me questions about this program and what it represents. If you were to describe SOS in one word, what would you describe it as?
Empowering. What about you, Ethan?
Enlightening.
Do you mind sharing a little bit about your project and just share with the audience what it will entail and just your plans?
Yeah, of course. And just for the audience, every member of the summit has a project to tackle human trafficking. And mine is going to be passing a bill in Maryland to make sure that human trafficking is taught in schools and awareness on human trafficking is established within all Maryland schools. So I'm going to collaborate with different delegates and different officers. We are in a election year, so it's going to be a little bit harder, but I still think I'm going to carry it through all the way until our General Assembly, which is in January. What about you?
Yeah, so I focused my project on language. So hearing from survivors that talked with us yesterday, like most of them mentioned how language was such a big barrier for them. And so I plan to reach out to local organizations in Indiana that already either work in trafficking or obviously provide direct services and make like a big multilingual guide with resources and general questions like, how do you maybe apply for college? How do you find housing? Things of that sort. And another part to that, I was also thinking to do like a language ambassador. So I'm myself from Ukraine, so was planning to be a Ukrainian ambassador. And if there's a person in my community that's like, dude, like I need help, I would refer them to the guide, and also I would maybe host workshops on how to do a resume, English tutoring, things of that nature.
That is very, very unique and ties directly to Victoria. What advice would you give to someone who is considering applying to the Students Against Slavery Summit next year or years in the future?
I would say it's very cliche, but just yeah, be yourself. Think to yourself, okay, why is this really important to me? I think just like what is that keeps you moving on into this subject, what it is that is really pulling you in. And obviously I think it would be awesome they reach out to us alumni from previous years. Everyone's so like diverse and unique, and I'm sure everyone would have their own piece of advice.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the number one piece of advice I feel like is you just make most of all the time that you have. It's a great opportunity, and just take it all in. Don't be afraid to say hi to a stranger or say hi to someone that you didn't meet, because these are people from across the entire country, and you'll barely know who the person next to you in your dorm is.
My next question is, did anything from the summit challenge you personally?
I think what challenged me the most was rejecting any presumptions or assumptions I had on human trafficking and the idea of slavery and what it meant, right? And when you come to the summit, when you come and see these people, survivors, and different speakers who are professionals in studying human trafficking and acknowledging what it is and what it means, you need to throw away any assumptions or any original ideas that you had, not in the trash bin, but like maybe keep it in your pocket and take all the new information, all these first hand accounts as truth. And I truly believe that a lot of people don't really know what modern day slavery is. It almost sounds like an oxymoron where the modern day slavery, which is something that we thought we abolished 180 years ago, but that's what I think. I feel like any assumptions should be reconsidered.
What is an idea that came out of the summit that you're still thinking about, and something specific that got stuck with you?
Probably the Harriet Tubman Fellows. So the Harriet Tubman Fellows, for the audience, they are a group of survivors of human trafficking, and they've thrived, they survived, and beyond just being a title of a survivor, they decided to go back and help, just like Harriet Tubman. That's why, hence the name. And I feel like they are blessed with a talent to go out there and be the person that other people can look out to. And it's powerful that you can strive and be their own people, even beyond just their struggles. What do you think, Victoria?
I think what's got stuck with me, like when I came in here and overall before the summer, like when I would hear human trafficking, I would feel like hopeless and I felt like there's not much we can do. But then obviously hearing the survivors, Tubman Fellows, but then also other organizations are directly helping out. I feel my light became brighter. I just feel hopeful. Like I'm just really excited. Yeah, like, in this like new area that I never thought I would involve myself in. I'm looking forward what you can all do and hopefully meet everyone again after the summit. Perhaps
Our last question for both of us, it'll be: is there something you learned from this summit that you are inspired to learn more about?
I think I want to keep learning more about exact causes that come into like why like trafficking happens, like the vulnerability. How can we reduce it as much as possible?
I mean, personally, I feel like one thing I would look to investigate more in is the effect on non-trafficked people and how they see human trafficking. And beyond that, I also want to learn more about the mindset that these traffickers are in, sort of, and how, like, why are you doing this? Was it a parenting issue? Was it a psychological issue that created this whole catastrophe? And it's ran by people, and I wonder if there's anything left in them to be better and stop causing so much harm, if that makes sense. I think that's all the questions we have today. Thank you, Victoria, for sitting here with me and doing a little double interview. And then thank you to the audience for staying all this time. And maybe we'll see you guys next year while we will be alumni.